it's Sherry Fatu. You know what the spiel. You know what the truth is. What I learned today is that you can hope and hope and hope. And what's sad is that no one will come for you to help you. I learned that America will pick on the weak and kill the weak and dying. Then and everybody will make them suffer, that person suffer and kill them. That help them root out the pain, root out the truth, and kill that and eradicate that. I realized that my president, my vice president, will watch me or any other child or any other human woman or any other human sexually abused, raped, molested, shot down, and do nothing for its own political career. They'll do nothing. They will sit. They will laugh in the background. They will laugh with others. Then when everybody pulls up something and say, "Oh God, this is what you said," so, "Oh no, that's not what I mean," and they try to backtrack. Oh, and I believe our political leaders are not real. I believe they are just. I know that they are just part. I mean, I realize that they're not real. They play a part, and they play the part of the degradation of America. I believe they do nothing but push. I think they really not pushing food around on the plate. They rather push things around on this fictitious board game that we have than to really actually root off the anger, the pain, the root out what's killing us, eradicate that, and then make a whole system. I realized that is that the hardest thing you ever have, Rick, is hope and hope and hope, and that no one will come for you and help you. Everybody will see you, watch you buy, know that it's wrong, but they will never pass you a glass of water. Everybody will pass. They're not. Don't know. Good Samaritans don't exist. I said, only person is a good Samaritan. No matter how much you're a good Samaritan, good Samaritans don't exist. People won't offer you the same courtesy. You may offer help to someone, but they will never offer help to you. I remember that I had to learn the hard way is that America preaches about God, but they know nothing about God. America preaches that they are a good system, democratic system. No, they're not. How can you expect a system that is built itself all off the backs of indigenous people as well off the back of African people, and still do nothing about their slangs? They do nothing about their slangs. They're being killed. They're being not given the same human rights dignity. I think the same human rights dignities as their counterparts of Caucasian descent. But excuse me, I digress. So what is this all about? Is the rant? Oh, no, it's to ask for help. I'm going like a woman. I was told that this channel overwhelms them with the truth. I'm going to overwhelm you with the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth as much as you can, because when the demon comes in to consume you all, oh, I don't want to be too. But I'm saying when the end comes to consume you all, I'm saying it was you who started it. It was you who I know who first started this. It was you. It was you, not me. The audience who wants to hear something, who wants to see and hear, but don't know how to hear or to see. I don't understand how a vast project can 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 consume and rest on one black woman's shoulders and tear her apart and kill her, take all her womanhood, and no one says anything. No one from anywhere says anything. And you call me? I have nothing. It's sad that you know that I've been electronically touched. You know everything I've gone through. No $2 in food stamps and no couple of dollars for in rent gonna right your wrong. No, I mean no, not okay. You can do all that, but you can't help somebody. And the people around me know the truth. They're inconvenient. I mean, it's not about inconvenience. It's they're nothing. And I keep understand why you have people around you. I'm like, don't you understand? when they have these noises going off everywhere around my apartment complex, where I go, where I shop, they're telling every American citizen they're nothing. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. They're telling every American citizen in this wasn't that they're nothing. They can do whatever they want to whoever ever they want. You can watch whatever you want, but they're gonna do what they want. The American people are insignificant. When I go outside and everybody hears this, you don't think they don't hear it. You don't hear this all the way down the block over the next way. And I always ask, aren't you all scared? Don't you realize that's how it happened for me? All that noises is that they're not able just to chart me, but they're able to chart everything within this vicinity. And I'm like, you all are not afraid of, you know, you all are not afraid, because it's really essentially data gathering. After I die, I mean, really, all those people who looked away, they can come and get any one of you. But everybody wants to find themselves hurting me, and I don't understand that. I cannot believe that you all don't understand that. Is that you're not helping me, and stopping is just not for me, it's for yourself as well. Because what happens when I'm gone? What happens when they finally unveil their full-fledged plan and they say, well, you told us we didn't have to do anything. You told us we didn't have to abide by the Constitution. You told us that we didn't have to abide by any rules. I mean, just for you all sitting there. You all watched this girl being killed. You all watched you sit there watching and laughing and making TikTok videos or making movies. You all capitalized on that. So now that she's gone, who else are you going to capitalize? And they're going to choose another person against their will. Or not just another person, another group of persons against their will, and they can do whatever they want. And what happens? The federal government is not your friend. It is a control collar. Federal government says you will elect these people into office, and they said, thank you for electing me office. Okay, let me see how we can tweak our control collar. So you have to follow this set of rules. If you don't, we're going to put you in prison. You have to follow this. I mean, you go okay, I'm going to have to make these set of systems so I can make these people under control. I'm going to make these certain set of circumstances so these people can shut up and be controlled in this area, so they can have this group of land, group of resources, this group of monies. I'm going to make these laws here so I can control these sort of people. But really, in the end, they're all people. They're all people with their type of some controls that they set, types of controls that they set and put into place that will allow them to either live, dwell, and be in that area, and call that this. You have this, and this, and this, and those people can live in that area. But dare you protest? Dare you say the government is wrong? Dare you do anything? And then you're under a violation, and then you can't march. You can't say what's wrong. You can't say that we want equality. How many years have we African? How many years have African Americans, indigenous people, all these people, all these non-Caucasian people have been protesting for human rights? More years, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, hundreds of years, and they still don't have it. They still don't have the growth, the capital, the rights. I just heard that this deputy, was an off-duty deputy, killed this black man by shooting him 4 times. One in the head, one in the chest. One in the head, one in the chest, and one in the, and one of the leg, and one somewhere else. And he shot him just because he jumped on top of a roof of a vehicle. And he just shot him. No one was arrested. No one was arrested. The officer off-duty cop wasn't arrested. Nothing happened to him. No, as of now, no one has charged him with anything. He was free to go home. Those were kill shots. I know. I also too is that there's another civil rights leader who put to jail because she went out to vote and she didn't know she couldn't vote. She said because I don't care what nobody say until, I mean, everybody thinks they have a right to vote until somebody tells them they, especially if you don't know the law. I'm like, but I mean, that's just neither here nor there. I'm just saying that, And I remember there's another person who said that I was blind once until I saw. I'm blind. I was blind and now I see. I was blind and now I see. Is that I told you everything. You were blind, but now you see. But you continue to be blind because that's your choice. That's not my luxury. I can't be blind to anything anymore because my life is up for grabs. If someone can go around a whole community and says that, oh, we have our community, your community gave us to you because to be their slave. I was like, what? And then what I realized is that I was upset with the presidency because they can send $12.6 billion over to Ukraine, but they can't help the disenfranchised poor people sitting on the street on the corner begging, still begging. They don't have anything. They're still displaced, and most of those people look like me, but most of those people on the corner look like me. But they're all of them. They're white, black men, women, and I was disgusted by that. And then, then you can take in 100,000 refugees from Ukraine, but you can't help the refugees that's already here, that's already at the border. You're gonna put them in cages, and you're gonna put them in cages and tell them they can't come into this country, but yet you accept 100,000 somewhere else because they look of Caucasian descent or what? But lastly, and what's so detrimental is that I did the same thing as you. I went and asked for help. I've been screaming for help in the middle of the internet I've been posting these videos for a minute. Okay, a minute. And nobody comes to help me. No one knocks on my door. I've done, the same thing that the Ukraine has done. But they go and try to give aid and help to Ukraine and try to get some of those people out and save Ukraine. But they never tried to help me. Or they never tried. Let me tell you, targeted individuals never got the same luxury. No targeted individual can say that all the help they've been screaming for from the U.S. it fell on deaf ears. But they heard Ukraine. They went to save Ukraine, but could not save any targeted individual or the poor people in this country. But yet, they hear another country. And while we are sick, we are dying, we're being electronically controlled. They can't clean off their streets, but they want to keep letting sick and bullshit in. So I'm wondering, why can't any targeted individuals or anybody who is like me, why can't we get the necessary aid and the necessary aid and help that we need? Because come on, TI individuals. That's targeted individuals. When was the last time somebody knocked on your door and said, "Let me help you"? Every target individual in this world, every target individual in America. How many people are you are on a roster somewhere? How many? Even them watching me, they know what's bad. Can you say how many of those? When was the last time somebody knocked on your door and say they were gonna help you? They're going to help you to get away from the federal government. Come on, target individuals. Come on. Speak the truth. I don't care what you are, who you are, what color you are, what race. Nobody ever tried to help any targeted individual. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Silence. Silence. Because ain't nobody trying to help no targeted individual. They try to put all the... I can barely walk or use a walker. They trying to put all the pain. I've been cheated. I've been robbed. It seemed like somebody sent out a billboard and said, this is the person to cheat. This is the person to rape from. This is the person to hurt. and all these people have gotten ammunition, and they're gonna come around and try to hurt me and not help me, just hurt me or beat you up. I know a black woman said, she said, well, she trying to keep her son home because she don't know who's out there trying to, who's gonna help or hinder her or help her son because he was racially discriminated against, and he was racially discriminated and targeted. But she was afraid that, she just tried to keep her son at home because she doesn't know who in the society will help him or hinder him. So she tries to sit at home and make sure she can do as much as she can, even keeping him out of school as much as she can to make sure that she makes sure her son prospers, make sure her son or daughter prospers. And I thought that was a sad situation. That's a sad situation that we have to live in, that we can't even send our children to school because they are subjected to racism, violence, abuse. And it's not some teachers do are abusive, but also oftentimes it's the children as well. It's the children that listen to that racism, and they bring it to school and plummet each other over the head with it, with racism, and that's sad. But I digress. I'm going to ask you again, any target individual, when is the last time you got help? When is the last time somebody really hurt you? When's the last time somebody said, because really and truly, it's ultimately you going crazy like I am. I'm going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. My memory is getting shot. I'm going crazy. I'm falling asleep where I was in my doctor's office and I slipped off to sleep and I didn't even know I was asleep. Then I was like, okay, I was in my doctor because I just sat there, checked in, and I was just sleeping. And then somebody said, hey, Miss Bush, and time had passed and I didn't know. And it always happens when I'm in stasis. Like, I can be sitting on the side of my bed, slipping off to sleep. I can be in the kitchen just looking, and I slip off to sleep. That's one of the scariest thing for me because I may slip off into unconsciousness and not come back. And that's fair. That's frightening. But at the same time, you're just sad and you want it to be over with. I just wanted electronic torture to be over with. Like I told someone else, this will be the last year I live like this because I can't live like this anymore. I can't live anymore as I've been 13 years targeted, and all my life is gone. My womanhood. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never had a relationship. I've never had a girlfriend. I never really had a real girlfriend, and that means, and what I'm talking about, girlfriend, she's my friend, my girlfriend. I'm talking about a friend wise, not nothing nasty, okay? But I've never had a real one. I've never had any real friendship relationships, nothing like that, nothing substantial. My sister was taken away from me, all that different stuff. So I'm alone oftentimes, and I understand how people who are in solitary go crazy. It seems like there's no one to talk to. There's no one to help you out of this cycling pit of despair, and in it where you're declining and declining, and ultimately you don't see yourself anymore. You're just a walking automaton, not barely being able to breathe and take life in and sample of its joys. You are just a walking automaton, not able to grasp the depth and meaning of feeling of life. What you are on is as if you are a warrior in your own life, and you are on the outside looking in, as if the shroud of death will come for you long before it was time, and everyone was hoping to seal that fate for you, and you are just walking aimlessly to no future, to no hope, just walking and walking.